Samaritan's Purse continues working with Hurricane Helene survivors across western North Carolina, also parts of Tennessee. And the relief group is far from over tonight. In his ongoing special reports, Don Dare explains while many people are still without homes, Samaritan's Purse has helped in many ways rebuild lives.
Well, Don, Samaritan's Purse has provided disaster relief across a broad expanse of the rugged mountains of Appalachia in Tennessee and North Carolina. Where flooding damaged or destroyed hundreds of homes, the relief group haven't stopped its efforts to reach out to those in need.
This is a shot of the early start of Samaritan's Purse, you know, when Dr. Bob Pierce was sort of taking Franklin Graham around the world.
Luther Harrison, Vice President of North American Ministries for Samaritan's Purse, has been busy. He oversees and directs the U.S. disaster relief efforts and rebuild program for the nonprofit Evangelical Relief Group. Much of the coordination for Hurricane Helene is being handled by incident management team members at headquarters in Boone, North Carolina.
We saw it coming. It spooled up very quickly, to a very intense storm.
However, the storm's widespread destructive damage shocked many of Samaritan's Purse leadership team. So they moved their volunteers quickly into high gear.
When this storm just sort of stalled out over the mountains and trillions of gallons of water, they said, came off the mountains. It was just, we've never seen damage in these mountains like this. I don't think anyone thought this storm would be as severe as it was. We've been supporting the churches ever since Helene hit.
Forward. Keep going.
Just during Hurricane Helene, we were right at 40,000 people came and gave their time and talent, their sweat equity, to be the hands and feet of Jesus Christ.
Samaritan's Purse equipped volunteers, giving them the tools and the leadership necessary to muck out a home like Christopher and Angela King's place, where mud was nearly chest high.
Angelic. It was just a complete crew of angels on earth as far as I'm concerned.
Remember that?
Sarah and Dennis Rutland from Nyota, Tennessee have been volunteers for Samaritan's Purse since 2018. They spent several weeks assisting those affected by Helene.
Let me get this real quick.
These are volunteers that will put on a Tyvek suit and help just come alongside these folks and carry the burden with them and share it with them and help get them back on their feet.
Our gratitude is endless. I don't know where we would be, honestly.
If we back up, you can actually see the spread of counties and the density of where our teams have been.
Aaron Ashoff is the executive staff member overseeing the Helene Incident Management Team. He says as the temperature started changing, people needed to stay warm. They needed winter clothing, fuel for generators, and Samaritan's Purse provided it all free.
And what we found is there's still a lot of people that need housing. So the big project with Samaritan's Purse is the rebuild of homes and mobile homes.
We do a background check and credit check, make sure everything they're telling us is truthful. And then we will go in and build them a brand new home free of charge or replace their mobile home free of charge.
Aww.
Samaritan's Purse presented Dimitru Giska and his wife Dina the keys to a new work van last month. He'll use it to continue his plumbing business after his home and vehicles were lost outside of Asheville.
We want to walk alongside these families through this deep valley they're going through. We don't force our religion on anyone, but we want them to see what Christ has done in our life and share that with them.
All those volunteers are inside your house.
Yes.
Wanda Robinson doesn't know how she would have made it without the physical help and spiritual uplifting from volunteers who spent days cleaning out her flooded home in Swannanoa, North Carolina. Today, it's beyond repair, so Samaritan's Purse is going to build a new one for her at a different location.
Even though Samaritan's Purse is doing it, I know beyond any shadow of a doubt that it's coming from God.
God is blessing us because we're being intentional about the gospel. We're being intentional to go and follow the Great Commission, and you can't share your faith without meeting physical needs.
Exactly. Samaritan's Purse not only mobilizes staff and equipment, it enlists thousands of volunteers to provide emergency aid to victims of natural disasters across the United States and across the world. As we have seen this week, the relief group often stays behind after its initial response to rebuild or restore houses for needy families in our region. And those needs will likely continue well into this year and possibly several years beyond. Don?
Don, thank you very much. And by the way, if you're looking to help with recovery in the aftermath of Helene, you still want to do something, you can actually scan that QR code with your phone that you see there on your screen. You can go to SamaritansPurse.org/WATE as well to donate and help out.